61-year-old man is in hospital this morning after being shot in the back in Brisbane's north overnight. For more, let's cross to Today Queensland reporter Lauren Ellis, who's at the scene. Lauren, what can you tell us?
Good morning, Ashlyn. Well, police are still in the very early stages of their investigation, but what we know at this stage is officers were called here to this residential unit complex at Chermside in Brisbane's north around 11 p.m. last night to reports that a man had been shot. Now, witnesses in the street this morning have described hearing a loud argument break out before a single shot was fired. A 41-year-old man, according to police reports, was shot in the lower back and taken into the Royal Brisbane Hospital for surgery overnight. Police say he's currently in a stable condition and those injuries are non-life-threatening. Now, at this stage, it's not clear what actually caused this altercation and the argument to break out, but residents have told us here that this man wasn't the most friendly of neighbours, not someone you'd like to have living next door. Now, a crime scene has now been established here in this Chermside street in Eastleigh Street, and a forensic team has just arrived, Ashlyn, as part of this ongoing investigation. And we'll bring you more details as we get them. Lauren Ellis, thank you. Queensland Police are desperately hunting a man wanted over 5 separate attacks on women in Brisbane's east. It's been revealed all of the victims were walking alone on Riding Road, which links Bulimba, Hawthorn and Morningside.
In quite a few of the incidences, he's pretended to be using a mobile phone, pretending not to know how to use it, and then engaging the victim and asking for assistance in seeking directions.
The man is described as being between 25 and 40 years old, with a solid build and of Indian appearance. A 62-year-old man has died after he was allegedly assaulted at a home in Sydney's west overnight. Police were called to the property at Pemure Way near Greystanes around 11 o'clock, where they found the man with serious injuries. He was taken to Westmead Hospital but later died. His 36-year-old son has been arrested and is now being questioned by police. 3 women are in a serious condition in hospital after a balcony collapsed on the New South Wales south coast. 5 people fell from the first floor of the home in Manyana near Mollymook last night.
They were on the veranda and it fell about 3 or 4 metres, and it was a dicey situation for a while. The veranda was partly collapsed and collapsed further. People were trapped under it.
The 3 women were airlifted to hospital in Sydney, one with a severed arm. 2 others, a man and a woman, have also been taken to hospital with minor injuries. Police are now investigating why the structure collapsed. Police and security organisations are working around the clock to prevent possible terror plots, as the Prime Minister warned an attack is likely following last week's siege. Let's go to Nine's Erin Willing in Canberra for more. Erin, what's prompted this terror warning from Tony Abbott?
Ashlyn, this warning came following what's been called by the Prime Minister as a heightened level of terror chatter that's been picked up by authorities in the wake of last week's Martin Place siege in Sydney. Now, Tony Abbott called an unexpected press conference late yesterday afternoon to not only alert the nation to these terror concerns, but also try and reassure the public. The press conference came following a meeting that was held by the Federal Cabinet's National Security Committee, ASIO, and the Australian Federal Police late yesterday afternoon. Now, reports claim that senior intelligence sources have revealed the advice given during the meeting was in fact linked to a second round of police raids in Sydney. Now, in the wake of that new intelligence, the Prime Minister also confirmed that while the terror level hasn't been raised, it is now at a level that indicates an attack is likely. Now, earlier this morning, we did hear from terrorism expert Professor Greg Barton. Here is a little of what he had to say about the Prime Minister's actions.
He's not holding back, but he's not giving much detail because he can't. He's in a really difficult place. But the thing is, if something happens and it transpires that he was being warned, as he would be, of course, by Security Council, and he said nothing, people would be very, very critical of him.
It is also important to mention that at this stage, no specific attack has been identified and that Australians should continue to enjoy their holiday break and go about their everyday business. Now, during this holiday period, extra teams of police will also be patrolling streets in Sydney's west, as well as closely monitoring public areas and events in our capital cities. The community is being warned that if they do see anything unusual, though, to report it to the National Security Hotline on 1800 123 400. Ashlyn?
That number is on the screen. Erin Willing, thank you very much. Lion and tiger cubs at a South Korean zoo have celebrated their Christmas early. Zookeepers threw the animals a surprise party, dressing them in Santa hats and reindeer antlers. The cuddly pair were then taken back to their enclosure to play with their new presents. Looks like they've got some wooden toys there. Not quite an $8,000 rocking zebra like Prince George will be receiving, but they look pretty happy with them, don't
Close
they?
to it.
Yeah,
Close to
It is. The animal version.
What's going
Is
on
that
there?
Natalia? Is that you?
Well, yeah, no, it's not me. And hopefully there's no Waterford crystal inside that present box. Otherwise, Christmas Day is going to be very unhappy for someone tomorrow. No, this is Hazel, and she is present juggling at the moment. She's warned me that the box is only 2 kilos, so if it does fall off and I get hit in the head, I should be okay, so fingers crossed. But we are checking out Santa's Circus Spectacular at the Wonderland Fun Park in Docklands in Melbourne. And it is an absolutely incredible show. I've been blown away by what they've been doing. So we'll show you one more act after we take a look at what the weather's doing today and over Christmas Day and Boxing Day. So today, if you're in Cairns, you can expect a couple of showers and a top of 32 degrees. In Townsville, it'll be mostly sunny with a top of 33 today. Brisbane, mostly sunny and 30. The Gold Coast, fine with northeasterly winds and 30 degrees. Sydney, a shower or two and 25. Canberra, showers. A storm is likely to develop later in the day, 26. Melbourne, partly cloudy and 21. Hobart, partly cloudy and 20. Adelaide, 25 degrees today. Perth, sunny and 32. Alice Springs, a shower or two, a possible storm and 30. Darwin, a possible shower or storm and 32 degrees. So for Christmas Day, Brisbane's looking lovely, partly cloudy and 30. Sydney, showers and a storm, 28. Canberra, a possible shower and 31. Melbourne, a late shower or two and 25. Adelaide, a possible late shower, 22. Hobart, afternoon and evening showers, 20 degrees. Perth is looking spectacular on Christmas Day, sunny and 32. Darwin, storms and 32. And for Boxing Day, Brisbane, a possible shower and 31. In Sydney, a couple of showers about and 27. Canberra, a partly cloudy Boxing Day, 26 the top. A couple of showers about in Melbourne and 20. Hobart, partly cloudy and just 18 degrees. Adelaide, a possible early shower and 22. Perth, a stunning Boxing Day, 32 and sunny. And Darwin, some storms and 31 degrees. Well, Elise is